Hi guys, welcome on the channel for the fun-makers on the photovoltaic systems and so on. In this video we will see the results in this year for the month of January 2026. I think it was quite nice. We will see a lot of details, what happened here in the Czech Republic on the north, what was the production, how much I used from the grid. Definitely I wasn't able to stand it as a standalone island, but there is a lot of coming changes that we will maybe do in this year. So there will be a lot of things that will actually upgrade the whole system, and we will also jump into it a little bit. It will be some small of the introduction, what is going to be on this year on the channel actually active, and I think we can directly jump to the January. I have already opened the page. You see this page. We have the home, the photovoltaic, we have the grid. It is actually the momental what is coming on. You see 10 kilowatt per hour. It's not so bad actually at the end. If I see the weather outside, it's let me say a lovely January, actually February day, and we are getting something in the January. This is this table. You see I have generated 916 kilowatt hours, which is I think better than the last year. It was about 720 last year, so there is a little bit something good. I have the ability to sell the power, and this month it was not so bad because I sold in the January actually half megawatt. If you imagine from the consumption that I had or from what I had to take from the grid, if I didn't have to or didn't want to sell, then I would be about 2 megawatts actually. It was the heating for the house, let me say, and I anyway needed to make some kind of revenue, so I was selling the energy. I sold what was able to do, and it was, let me say, with the Zisk, and consumption was the rest. It was mostly the battery charging and so on and so on. 408. I have prepared the table. I still need to change the letters here, but I think it is still the same. I think I can do it in English, but FVE is photovoltaic in the kilowatt. It is the same. Photovoltaic consumption and photovoltaic sold. Here it is with my provider, because those two numbers, they always change, and the grid consumption, it is the 2.5 megawatt. Here we'll see there will be the money that I get from the half megawatt that I have sold, this one. Here it will be in the cash. Here it is in the Czech crown. Each month you pay directly something for pay, and here will be after pay or get money back. We will see what will happen. Definitely there will be, I have to pay more. Let me say something about 10,000 Czech crown, I guess. So this month will be heavy. On the USDT, 500-600 US dollars maybe, could be. February it will be much better, and we will see how we will get and where we will get in this year. I think it will be quite nice, maybe even better than the 2025, but I don't expect actually there will be zero, because in this year I expect another running projects, and consumption will be much higher on my system, on my house, on my business, on everything. So even when we reach maybe in this year 45 megawatts production, I think everything goes to the FVE consumption. Maybe we will sell something, maybe similar number, but definitely here the self-consumption, it will be much higher, and maybe even here less. I expect maybe 60% increasement on this number for the 2026, and grid consumption, we will see. I don't know, it depends how the projects are running and everything in the future. It's possible we will also take from the grid a lot of power. You see here it is exactly how much megawatt I was or kilowatt I was every month consuming from the grid, and last year actually it was 7.6 megawatt, which is I think the best year I had, because Look here, 64 megawatt. It was in the 2024. 2023 it was about 90 megawatt I had in the home. So I think with the 2025 I was very economical because I used only 10% or 12% from what I did last year. I'm not sure how will be this year, how much I will need from the grid. It's possible that I will need much more because there will be running some kind of very important projects. We will get to it also in the future. I will tell you where I actually I'm giving all the power that the photovoltaic actually produce. So you can maybe get inspired if you have also a lot of energy and you are not using it. Maybe you will get some ideas. So this is the table that we will be working all day, all year, all the time. And January was actually a good one. Let me say old year finished with the photovoltaic installed capacity about 72 kilowatt peak. This is now at the moment also working. But for the next year it is planned it should be completely fulfilled somewhere about 83, 85 kilowatt peak, which is, let me say, a little bit increasement on the installed capacity. And there will be also incoming the new inverter that we have seen, the DA 20 kilowatt, which will become actually the main inverter and will be solving off-grid solution for my house, for all house and everything inside. And I think it will be just enough with the 3-phase and 20 kilowatt output. I should be able to cover everything. There is still option there will be used extra free Victrons that will actually work on the inverter DA on this side, so they can support him. Let me say each, maybe I would like to say maybe 60% of its power, so up to, let me say, 1.8 kilowatt on each phase. So it should be a little bit like a booster if I need it, or if I really need to a little bit more charge the batteries. I am still not sure how it will be working, but that's the plan, like I am planning at the moment now. There is still a lot of things I need to think about. There will be also coming new free Victron inverters, each of them 5 kW. It is permanent output 4 kilowatt on each phase on each of them. So it will be another 12 kilowatt and it will be another 210 amps charging to my system. Also there will be another battery packs coming to my battery storage. At the moment we are running about 60 kilowatt hours storage, and it will be doubled to 120. And maybe it will also come another 15, so it's possible before the winter we will stay about 135 kilowatt hours battery storage, which is quite huge and let me say also expensive and a little bit hungry for the charging. You can imagine we have actually, there will be charging inverters, let me say 1, 2, 3, 7, 9 of them. 9 of them. We will have the 20 kilowatt here. His ability is actually charge 350 amps max. 3 times we will have the 5 kilowatt Victrons, 70 amps each. It is 210. So we are on the 560. If we have another 3, let me say 3 Victrons from the Project 51, they can do about 100 altogether. So it is 660 at the moment, the ability. And there will be also another 2 Morning Star, and they are able to charge each one of them 60 amps. So it will be 120 on the maximum charge power that I will have. So we have 660, 780. I will be close to 800 amps. Definitely it cannot go all the time, all 100, because 800 not possible. There are strings that are south oriented, north oriented, west oriented, 90 degrees, and so on and so on. So in average, I don't think we will reach maybe I don't know, 600, maybe, I'm not sure how far it can go, but it should be enough for the system. If you imagine 120 kilowatt hours battery storage, it means 8 packs of 16 cells, and each pack is actually 300 ampere hours. It means we have 8 of them, so it will be 2400 ampere hours storage. And if you would like to charge it, let me say with the 800, we will still reach something about 0.3 C of the capacity of the battery storage, which is, I think, okay. It will be a little bit better when it will be, let me say, like 600, maybe going all day. So we will stand up about 0.25 capacity of the storage will be charging. And I think it is optimum or recommended maximum 0.25, 0.3, something like this. Definitely, guys, you don't want to go 200 amps for one battery pack with 300 amp hours capacity. You don't want to go charge like 1C or half C, or definitely no, because it will be overheating and it will be crazy. So make the dimension of your system according to it, because it is very important if you are not willing to have some troubles with the accus in the future and you want to make their lifetime longer. And anyway, you will need the, let me say, more capacity anyway all the time. So that's also why I am upgrading, because let me say with the 60 kilowatt hours battery storage, I'm able to run the household, but I cannot run the heating and those things. When it's everything totally electro, I am not able to do it. But with 120 kilowatt ampere hours, maybe I am able to do it more. We will see actually next winter how it is going, but there will be still anyway the grid. I am really needing it like a buffer, because when the sun goes away, come the cloud days, and I will need actually my appliance to keep running, let me say 10 kilowatt 24/7, then it's really hard. I can maybe produce on the sunny days maybe even more. I can produce, let me say, maybe even 350 on the lovely day. But still in the day you need to cover 120 kilowatt the consumption. You need to charge the accu pack, it is another 200, and then you can sell something and you can run even more appliance over the day when you have actually fully charged the batteries and so on and so on. So there will be, I think it will be kind of challenging even for me. It will be very, very heavy. So this is all that is coming next year, and I think it will be quite amazing. I will keep you posted more or less weekly what is going on, what I am working on, why I am working on it, and what I see as a good purpose on this project, and also everything that is coming. It will be huge. At the moment we have the DA, we have the batteries, another 3 Victrons are coming this month, so I will have a lot of parts to build. I need to build the infrastructure, cables, switches, everything, shelters. It will be so big load really, and we have to do it before the winter, so it will be crazy. Actually, I feel now stressed that I am not catching the winter, and this one even didn't end it. So I really have bad feeling like I am not catching everything maybe in time. But we will see how it goes. It goes maybe sooner, maybe later. Definitely I would like to do as much as possible, and the project will continue long time. We will make the updates actually every month, how much we produce with the system, if we had maybe some kind of issues with something, or if something was in the excellent condition, how much actually produce those fence panels 90 degrees. It will be actually the new one for this year, it wasn't the last year. So I think there will be a lot of new information that we can actually get, and you can use them as a know-how for your project in the future. So thank you for the watching, and we will see each other on the next video. Definitely I was also buying the thermal camera. It will be the next video, that it will be a little bit follow-up, like small introduction. It is, let me say, very cheap, something about $100 or something. I think it's not so the best tool ever, but it is cheap and it can solve the issues and find the problems if you have it. Maybe on the inverter you will see on the bottom, on the cables, if the connectors are getting very hot or something, you should maybe improve the cooling or something. For the detection of the possible issues, it is enough to see and clarify, okay, this one is not working good. So you have definitely chance to make your system better and prevent some kind of failure or fire or whatever, which is quite very important, especially when you have very powerful strings. Even small strings like 1 kilowatt, they can do very messy if it goes shortcut. And when you have 10 kilowatt string, then you don't want to see it, what is going on when it is in the shortcut, because with the 1000 volt string, when you push the cable, you will have spark like 25 centimeters lightning before it ends up. So it's crazy, you don't want to do that, and it can burn your house, your roof, whatever is in, let me say, in the corner. So early people make a lot of attention when you are building your own photovoltaic. So everything needs to be done very properly, and it needs to be for the safety as best as possible. So thank you for the watching, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.